Private Property has an advice center that you can access on our website, and this advice center has got many articles, valuable information about buying processes, selling processes, tenant processes.
I also believe there's quite a great tool for show days. So I remember as a child going around on Sundays, driving around looking for properties for sale and what was on show. How could the viewers or listeners benefit from the feature, specifically talking about show days?
There is a functionality for you to add your alerts. Now, these alerts can be broken down into various needs. So, for instance, if you're looking for pet-friendly, you can select that you only want to receive notifications on pet-friendly available houses.
Sanchia, thank you so much for joining us today on another episode of Real Talk SA. Very happy to have you here.
Thank you, Mia. Thank you for having me.
If you can just let our listeners and viewers know where you're from, what company you're representing today.
Sure, I can do. I'm from Private Property and I am the relationship manager for KwaZulu-Natal.
Very exciting. That must be a fun job. Get to travel a bit as well.
Very fun job, and I just love real estate. So, yeah, I get to experience it on all fronts.
Great. So today we're going to talk a little bit about, I want to buy a property for the first time, but I don't really know where to start browsing. So if you can maybe start by telling us what is private property, because I think a lot of people may know, but if you can tell us what is private property.
Perfect, yeah. So private property is your first point of call when you're looking for real estate, be that buying or selling. It's a two-sided marketplace. So we introduce buyers and sellers to each other, landlords and tenants, as well as attorneys. Private property basically has a space for anyone within the real estate industry and market.
So if you can maybe just tell us what are the two ways that I can access the properties that are advertised on private property?
Yeah, so you can go to your web browser, put in privateproperty.co.za and access our portal in that manner, or you can download our app, which is called Private Property, from the App Store.
Great. So I didn't know that there was actually an app as well. I think a lot of people just use apps nowadays. It's a lot easier. And then I also saw that there's a sign-in button. So can you register on the portal as well, or is that mostly for the app?
No, absolutely. You can register on the portal and you can subscribe to getting notifications on private property. What these notifications are is your preferred buying selection, renting selection in terms of what you're looking for in property in a specific price range in a specific area that suits your needs. This can be sent to you via email or SMS in any suburb or area of your choice.
Great. So I know that it's obviously mostly to advertise properties that are either for sale or for rent, but what other information can I find on private property?
So Private Property has an advice center that you can access on our website, and this advice center has got many articles, valuable information about buying processes, selling processes, tenant processes, as well as the transfer process. There is investment articles. It's a wealth of information and knowledge for anyone entering the real estate industry market that needs some sort of advice and information.
So especially I think for a first-time buyer, that would be so valuable to not just look at the properties that are available, but also go through that center and resource center, if I can call it that. The other thing I wanted for you to just explain a little bit more to the listeners is property alerts. I know you just touched on it, but maybe in a little bit more detail. So if I can give you a scenario, I'm a buyer and I'm looking for a 2-3 bedroom house in Hillcrest, for example. How can I set up property alerts and what are they actually?
Okay, perfect. So you will go onto privateproperty.co.za. On the main page, as you scroll down, there is a functionality for you to add your alerts. Now, these alerts can be broken down into various needs. So, for instance, if you're looking for pet-friendly, you can select that you only want to receive notifications on pet-friendly available houses. If you are looking for garden or a pool, all of these different factors you can narrow down to suit your needs and get alerted when new property hits the market, being it to sale or to let.
But I also believe there's quite a great tool for show days. So I remember as a child going around on Sundays, driving around looking for properties for sale and what was on show. How could the viewers or listeners benefit from the feature, specifically talking about show days?
Yes, absolutely, Mia. So when you sign up for property alerts, you can also sign up for notifications on the houses that will be on show for that week. When you actually physically go into the listing on our portal, there is a dedicated space to contact the agent for that specific show house, informing them that you would like to attend the show house, and it gives them your information to invite you over to this show house that they are showcasing.
That's quite awesome. So almost like a booking system. You can pre-book or get in touch with the agent before you even arrive at the show house.
That's exactly what it is. So it helps the buyer feel more comfortable. They know who they're meeting. They know what time they're going. They don't have to drive around aimlessly trying to find a show house because all this information is on privateproperty.co.za.
And why is private property important to the real estate ecosystem?
Private property is important to the real estate ecosystem because it creates competition. Competition in the market and in the industry is very important. Industry needs competition to run effectively, to be more dynamic, and to be more responsive to consumer needs in the real estate markets. Private property has a very unique user experience, and we have over 3 million users a month on our portal.
That's quite a lot. That's a really good key selling feature, I think, specifically for a prospective seller. Would you recommend that when a seller is about to list their property through an agency, that they make use of private property and also its featured listing products so that, they get more reach for their property?
Yeah, absolutely, Mia. Because we have 3 million unique users to private property, what that means is that the users using private property are not necessarily accessing other portals. So it is vital to have your property, be it an agent, be it private seller, on private property and showcasing that listing to our 3 million unique users.
Absolutely. No, that's great. And if anybody would like to reach out to you, what would be the best way for them to do so?
The best way would to access our website at privateproperty.co.za. At the bottom of the website, there is a contact function, and it will give you all the contact details that you need to contact us, and we will assist.
Excellent. So we'll definitely put that information in the comment box below. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to have you back for another episode. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Mia. I so appreciate being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.